Slingers. It just said it was trying to reconnect. So I don't know what was going on with that. But hey guys, what's going on? So I wanted to come on here kind of impromptu. I know I wasn't like planning to go live tonight, but I really felt the need to come on here and talk to you guys just a little bit, because it's 2018 and you know, I've had a lot of conversations with a few of you already, you know, just about feeling burnt out in your business, or that you feel like you need, you know, you just need to get that fire reignited or whatever. And I want you to know, like, I totally empathize with that, and I totally get it, and I understand it, and I've lived it, and I'm still living it, and it's just something that will never change. So I really just want to talk to you guys, if you give me a few minutes here, some things that I think will help you when the struggle is real in your business, because it is going to happen. You're going to have what I like to call hills and valleys in your business. Moments where things are really great, and then moments where they're not so great. You know, like, that's just the reality of this business, of this industry, of direct sales, of you being a business owner, working for yourself. Like, it's just bound to happen, okay? I also myself had an aha moment last night. Whoops, sorry. I don't know what just happened there. I had an aha moment last night myself on our leadership call. So I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a few, like, some of the leaders know this. We are doing like kind of an exclusive accelerated leadership program for a few leaders who are looking to take their business to the next level. And Colleen and I have been doing this for the past 6 weeks or whatever. So anyway, we were on our week 7 last night, and this was after our break that we had. We had a holiday break where we didn't have any calls for a few weeks. And not for nothing, you guys, like, I myself have been feeling burnt out in this business. Like, for real. I want you to know that. I've been feeling like my business has been coming to a halt. I felt like, you know, overall, my team growth in the past year or so, you know, wasn't as it didn't grow as much as I thought it was going to in 2017, and so things like that kind of take a toll on me as a leader. Sometimes I don't feel like you guys gain any value from the things that I'm posting on here or talking to you about, and it's a culmination of things. It's not anything in particular, but I think it's just the way that things happen. So I start to doubt myself, and I get in my head, and I'm like, what am I doing as a leader? Like, you know, like, all these thoughts creep into my head. So I want you to know that I have been feeling the same exact way, okay? But anyway, long story short, we were on the call last night. And actually, I've been feeling this way before I went to leadership. So when I was at leadership, I'm going to share this with you. I think that, where did I share this? Oh, I shared it last night on our leadership call. So I'm going to tell you guys too. When I was at leadership, hi Catherine, hi Ashley, hey girl. So when I was at leadership, we went to a director dinner with Jennifer Anderson, our upline, right? She asked everybody to go around the table and say, you know, what did they envision for 2018, and like, what could she do to help them? Like, what do we need from her? And I was like at a loss for words. I was literally like, nah, I don't really have an outlook for 2018, and I haven't. I really haven't. And it's not that I don't care about my business, because I absolutely do. I just didn't have like a momentum, like a fire behind me for 2018, okay? So I look at my timeline. When I joined Scentsy, it was 2015, and then 2016 was my first full year. I promoted very quickly. My team started growing. Like, it was all this momentum in 2016. And then all of a sudden, hey Amanda, you know, 2017 came, and I mean, we were still doing good, and people, you know, were joining, and my business was growing, and that's great, but it wasn't as quick as the year before. And so I was like kind of comparing 2017 to 2016, and I'm like, I don't understand this. I felt like my my audience on social media, like my customers who see me, I felt like I wasn't even getting engagement or participation from my customers on Facebook. Like, I just felt like it's just, you know, I'm not feeling it anymore. And so at the end of this year, thinking about 2018, I really felt like my business just stopped. And so when I was sitting down at the, and you guys, I'm not a quitter. So even though I had these thoughts, doesn't mean I was going to sit there and quit. But I just want you to know, like, it's okay to have thoughts like this. Like, I literally, my mind, you guys, like, I overanalyze everything. So as we're sitting down to dinner, I'm like I don't really have much of an outlook for 2018. Like, I just don't yet. Maybe I will by the end of leadership, or maybe something will happen in the next couple of months where I'll get my fire reignited. But as of right now, I don't really know what I want for 2018. Like, I know I want to be more intentional, but like, where do I really want to take my business? And so I had a breakout session at leadership that literally changed my mindset. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to take 2018 by storm. Like, it literally lit a fire in me. Okay, so one, Scentsy events are going to be like, when you are feeling down, you need to go to a Scentsy event. And it's funny how with timing, Scentsy events come at just the right time. Like, reunion is in July, and that's when you've already been through April, May, June, when your business is kind of like in the summer, like, I mean, well, it doesn't have to be that way, but it can feel that way, especially through the summer. And by the time reunion comes around, it's like just when you need it. That's the time that you need to go, right? And so it's the same thing for, leadership, or even the trips that you're earning. Like, Scentsy events are just really great for that reason, because you get to connect with other people and you're not alone. So, going to that, the breakout session that they had, like, just inspired me, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm ready. I'm ready for 2018. But I had an actual aha moment, like, for the first time in my business, on our call last night with our accelerated leadership program leaders that we have. Okay, so there's just a few of you here in this group who are in this program. It's just a program that we kind of did very discreetly for our leaders who wanted to take their business somewhere. And it's people who have well-established teams and are looking on the path of directors. So I don't want anybody to feel left out by me saying that. It's literally just me working closely with, just a few small people who really want to take their business somewhere. Okay, so things like that obviously will be coming for you guys in the future. Just wanted to let you know that that's what the program is about. So we were on our call last night, and after not talking with everybody for like a good 4 or 5 weeks and feeling down and discouraged in my business, I finally connected with them, right? We got on our call like we were supposed to. And what? You pee? Okay. Matt's with her. But anyway, so I got on the call, and I just felt like I literally had an aha moment where, okay, Natalie, sorry guys, where I was like, this is my purpose. This is why I'm here, is because of these leaders. It's because to help them and make them better. And I needed to get on that call just as much as, I felt they needed to be on the call. Like, I needed their presence to be reminded of why I am here. Okay? And they say that when you feel you have nothing left to give, when you feel like you are completely burnt out and you just are exhausted and you're just done, that is when the magic happens. That is when the breakthrough happens, you guys. So I want you to know that most of you who are probably feeling the same exact way that I'm feeling, or I have felt, or others have felt, it's totally normal. But that's when the magic happens. You just have to push through that. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a few tips of what I think is going to help you, because like I said, I've just noticed a lot of us, we're like, oh, this sucks, my business and the whole, and it's not that you shouldn't be allowed to feel that way. You absolutely should, and you can, and you're allowed to voice the way you feel, and we want that. But it's important to know that it's temporary, and you just have to push past those moments, because we all have them. All of us, including myself, okay? Clearly, like, I've literally been a Debbie Downer all of like December and into the beginning of January, okay? So, one, like I said, you are normal, absolutely normal. You are not the only person that's feeling this way. I can guarantee you about 75 to 80% of the team members on this group and in our team probably have felt, if not felt at the same time as you, or different times in their business, because we all go through different seasons in our business. Some of us have higher times and some of us have lower times, and that's just what's going to happen. You're going to have great months, and then you're going to have months that are not so great, but it's all about how you, cope with that, like how you understand that, okay? Because the struggle can get real in your business, and you are going to have times where you're going to want to quit. Because if anybody told you that direct sales is easy or running your own business is easy, then they lied to you, because money doesn't come falling into your lap. You actually have to work in this business, and that is the hardest part. It's actually staying committed, okay? And so you guys know, I tell you all the time, I struggle. Like, I'm a legit squirrel. My mind is here. My mind is there. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then because I do that, I don't get anything done. So, and then I want to break down, and I'm like, well, I'm not doing this. So anyway, one, you're normal, okay? The second thing I want you guys to do is reassess your why, okay? Like, really, yes, Ashley, we are going to have our monthly meetings this year for 2018, okay? So stay tuned for that. But yes, reassess your why. Okay, so really think about why you joined this business. Like, why are you here? Why did you join Scentsy? And I know it sounds crazy, and I know it might sound like cliche, like, oh, think about your why, but like, really, why are you here? Why are you here selling this, you know, Scentsy in this business? Like, why are you a part of this? Why are you on this team page? Just for fun? I mean, if that's the case, that's fine, but like, really dig down and think about why it is that you were here. And when you think about that, I want you to think that if you were to choose to continue going, right? Like, let's say you decided to quit Scentsy. What is the pain that you will feel if you don't make your business work? So if you just decided to give up, sorry, I have an itch. If you choose to not keep going, what's the pain that you will feel if you decide to make your business not work? What are you giving up, right? I think that kind of puts things into perspective a little bit when you think about it like that. Like, what are you giving up by giving up Scentsy? And I'm not saying completely, you know, because sometimes I know people are like, oh, well, I just decided that I'm just going to like put in my 200 and remain active and, you know, that's cool. But like, what are you giving up in between that? What have you had all along that you're not going to have if you don't continue, right? Sometimes I like to think about those things too. So reassess your why. Think about why it is that you are here. Why are you here? Right? You know, for you guys, I mean, for myself, like, this is my full-time income. It's become a part of my life. So that's what keeps me going, because I won't get a paycheck if I don't work, right? Or my kids, you know, won't be able to reap the benefits of, you know, me being able to supplement my income if it wasn't for Scentsy. So you have to think about why you're here. No matter what that is, really think about that, okay? The third thing I want to tell you is to ask for help. Ask for help, okay? Because one, we're not mind readers. I'm sure as heck not a mind reader. And two, you know, strong people ask for help. A lot of times we don't ask for help because we think we're going to be bothering people or that we're going to be judged or whatever. But if you're not asking for help, how can anybody help you get through that? You know, when you need your cup filled, so to speak, you need somebody to reignite you with that. So you need to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who are uplifting and inspiring you. And whether that person is me, that you come to me for, you know, for help or need guidance or whatever, or whether it's somebody on this team that you've made a friendly connection with, you need people who are ride or die next to you, who get you in this business, who understand the same passions, the same visions that you want, okay? I know I always reference her, but I'm going to tell you guys about Colleen and I. Colleen are literally like sisters, like literally. I'm telling you, like, we're trying to plan like family vacations outside of Scentsy. Like, that's how close we've gotten. But she's my person. You know, she's the person when I'm stressed out and I'm burnt out and I need to get something off my chest, or even just ask her for help and be like, hey, what would you do in this situation? She's my go-to. Or our amazing upline, Kristen Ingalls, Jennifer Anderson. Like, think about people who inspire you that you can then, you know, ask for help. And don't be afraid to ask for help. And when I say ask for help, you know, there's a very fine line, you guys, too, because you have to learn how to help yourself, too, right? Like, train yourself and all that stuff. But, like, when you are literally at a point where you just feel stuck and you don't know what else to do, that's when you need to go to somebody. So regardless if that person is me, or if it's your sponsor, or another Scentsy consultant, or somebody on this team, or an outside person, like, you need somebody to go to. Seriously. And do not be afraid to ask for help, okay? And if I can be that person for you, I would love that. So please come to me, because I'm not a mind reader, okay? But that leads me into number 4, which is personal development. I say this all the time. I'm the type of person, I always have like audiobooks going, podcasts going when I'm washing dishes or doing laundry or cooking dinner. Like, I'll have like a training going on. I'll go on YouTube and I'll look up a video of something and I'll have that playing while I'm multitasking. Books, like I do read books, but I don't, you know, because I have like kids and I'm all over the place, like it's hard to just sit down and read a book. So that's why I do audiobooks and podcasts and things like that. I'd be more than happy to share a list. I think I did actually not too long ago, a list of some podcasts and stuff. So if you just search podcasts in this group, you'll see some of my favorite podcasts that you can listen to, but just like always training yourself and always have things going and pouring into your mind, because that's where your inspiration is going to come from. And if you're feeling stuck and you're feeling like burnt out, you need to you need to like reignite that. You need to reignite your mind and refill your heart, so to speak, because if you just let all that go and you're not continually growing, like your mind is like a muscle. Like you have to continue to work it all the time to keep it strong, right? I know it sounds silly, but that's pretty much what it is. So always invest in personal development and always be training yourself, regardless if you're actually looking for an answer for something. Like sometimes, like I told you guys, my guilty pleasure at night, when I get my kids down, I lay in my bed before I fall asleep, I'm on Pinterest, and I'm just like, I just look up things about direct sales or just like being a business owner or leadership or things. Like I'll just put them in my, in my Pinterest, and I'll just read things. Like that's still personal development, even though I'm scrolling on Pinterest. Like I'm trying to learn some things, and that's where the inspiration comes. Because if I'm laying in bed and I'm scrolling on Pinterest and I'm like, oh, that's a really good idea. Like that would be a really good topic for me to talk to my team about, or that would be, a really good system to coordinate into like my hostess coaching, whatever it is that I'm looking up, right? That inspiration, you need that continually. So always make sure you're investing in yourself, okay? I think that's crucial, especially when you're feeling like the struggle is real. Like you have to be, invested in learning, because that's how you keep your fire going, okay? And then the last thing that I have is choose one thing in your business that will move your business forward. One thing, okay? If you're feeling burnt out, if you're feeling stuck, and you're nothing's going anywhere in your business, choose one thing, no matter what it is, that's going to make you feel proud about your business. Now, I suggest it's an income producing thing, like following up with someone to get a party booked, but girl, if it makes you feel proud that you just batched out 100 samples to give to somebody next week, or, to pass out next week, and that makes you feel good, well, kudos to you. You know what I mean? Like that, and that's what's going to get you, with your fire ignited again, then do that. Or if it's something as simple as like, I don't know, just going live on Facebook, or I don't know, I'm just trying to think of any little simple thing in your business that is literally going to make you feel good, that's going to move your business forward, okay? And where you will feel like proud of yourself. So I know I always talk about my follow-up binder and how like this is literally the only thing, well, not the only thing, but like the first thing that I do when I come to work my business. And so if I don't get to anything else, me personally, like at least I know this is done. And so I actually feel productive. I actually will go downstairs and like I'll tell my husband, I'll be like, oh man, I followed up with so many people today. I actually feel good. Like I feel like I got some things done. Like that's just what works for me. So no matter what it is, choose one thing in your business that you can do every day that will move your business forward. Is it a post on Facebook? Like maybe you could just post about the Bring Back My Bar, or like I said, go live, or make samples, or follow up with a potential team member, or I don't know, like whatever it is, choose one thing in your business. Maybe it's even like organizing your office or organizing your bar stash so your mind doesn't feel so cluttered, so you can work effectively. Do one thing for your business every single day, even if it takes you 5-10 minutes to do it, okay? So I know that there have been some of you that have been like, with the time and you have all this stuff going on. Guys, we all have stuff going on. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's a matter of how you prioritize it. And I'm the first person to say, I know what it's like to not be able to do a single thing with my children on my butt. Did you not hear my daughter screaming that she had to pee 2 seconds ago outside the door while I'm making this video? I get the struggle. Trust me, okay? My husband works an insane amount of hours. He works overtime. He works through the nights. I gotta cook, get my son from school, then do dinner, all this other stuff. Like, I get it. I absolutely get it. But you have to be willing to like push past that, or find small times throughout the day where you're able to dedicate to your business. Maybe it's just 5 or 10 minutes here where you're out on the go and you're waiting in the pickup line to pick up your kids from school, and you could follow up with 5 people in that time with a quick text message, you know? Like little small things here and there. Your business does not have to be overwhelming. We are in a very, you know, grateful, like we are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, we're very fortunate, that's what I should say. We're very fortunate to work for a company, or work for ourselves, I should say, where we have that opportunity to make our own schedule. So why are we driving ourselves crazy saying we don't have enough time? We make our schedule. We're the ones driving ourselves crazy, right? I know because I do it. I literally drive myself crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this done. I have to do this. I gotta pack that order. I gotta drop off this one. I gotta follow up with these people. I have to, you know, whatever, like all these things. I'm doing that to myself. I'm making myself crazy when all I need to do is, okay, what is like the most important thing that I need to get done today? Because I mean, the order probably should get out to my customers. My follow-up obviously is important, but like, is putting together my binder, you know, that I'm working on for my team, like, is that a priority right now? Or is that just time consuming in the moment? Or editing my YouTube video that I have up on my screen right now? That's probably a little time consuming. It's not so important, right? So I think we need to think about, you know, like, you know, how to prioritize and what's most important, and stop driving yourself crazy. If you don't have time to work your business, you know, because your children are up your butt, your children and your family come first. Deal with your children and your family. Work your business in between and on the side. And I promise you, if you focus on the, you know, the income producing things, or the things that matter most, you know, in the small time that you have, that's when your business will move forward. But you have to be consistent. It can't just be a flip-flop whenever you want to do it kind of thing. So, you know, really manage your time. Even if you have to write down on paper, 9 o'clock follow up, 10 o'clock take the kids to school, like however you want to do it. Not that I wish my kids went to school at 10 o'clock, but you know what I mean? Like, it's all about prioritizing and time management, okay? Because we are the ones that are driving ourselves crazy with our time schedule. We're the ones who control our schedule, okay? And then the very last thing, is kind of like a bonus that I have for you guys, is to never, ever make a decision about your business when you are tired or when you're stressed. Okay? Because a lot of times when we're tired and we're stressed and we're burnt out, those are when we make our rash decisions. That's the time that we want to just like throw in the towel and be like, you know what, screw this. Like, I'm done with this. It's too much. I can't deal with it. I'm stressed out. I hate this. Like, da la la. Like, that's how I get. So, you know, think about that. Try not to ever make a decision where you are stressed or tired, okay? Take a nap if you're really that tired. Relax, go get your nails done, go get your hair did, whatever you have to do to make yourself feel good. Take a mommy time out if you need to, okay? Like, don't get me wrong, like, I missed my children all last week, and yes, I was out and, you know, doing like a Scentsy event, but I also needed that sanity for myself. Like, literally for myself to get away. And I missed my kids like terrible being away from them. Like, I hated it. And by the end of it, all I wanted to do was get home to them. But I needed that. I needed that to kind of just like regroup, okay? So I would suggest to you guys, for those of you, if you haven't already, and you feel, especially the moms, right? If you have, your kids are just like up your butt and you feel like you have no time for your business and you're feeling stretched in all a million different directions, like I said before, you're a part, every mother, pretty much, woman, is in the same boat. Like, we are always going to be stretched in a million different directions, and you're going to get the mom guilt, you're going to get the wife guilt, you're going to get the friend guilt, and all that stuff, okay? So take a time out, and also talk to your husbands, you know? Are your husbands on board with what you're doing? And be open and communicative. Is that even a real word? You know, communicate with them. Like, what's going on in your business, what, you know, what you're kind of dreaming for this year, or what your vision is for this year, and what your schedule is like. And honestly, that's something that I have to do with my husband too. Like, I literally need to sit down with him. Like, this year, this is a goal for me, is to sit down with him and coordinate our schedules together. Because a lot of times if I like have a party, but then all of a sudden he gets overtime, I'm like, what the hell, I have a party, and I get upset. So it's all about communication, right? So if you have a moment where your kids are just up your butt, talk to your husband and be like, listen, I just need some time. I need to go get my nails done. Or I just, even if you're not materialistic and you just need to just take a freaking walk, like whatever that is, take that time for yourself and communicate with your family, because that's the ones who are most important first, okay? Communicate with your husband and let them know, all right? And then, you know, the time that you have in between, in the small amount of time that it is, focus on the most important things by doing one thing every day for your business. No matter what it is, anything that's going to move your business forward and make you feel good about yourself and make you feel productive, like you're getting something done, okay? So let's get out of this funk, you guys. Like, I know all across the board here, because I felt it too, and I've been in it too. Like, we've all been in a freaking funk, and I get that. And we just came out of the holidays, you guys. Like, now's the time when this happens. I've been with Scentsy for over 2 years, and I've seen it time and time again, every time this year. You know, there's, like I said, hills and valleys in your business, okay? So right now, we've just maybe in a valley, and that's fine, but soon enough, we're gonna be up on that hill, okay? But it all starts with your mindset, so make sure you're positive and you go into every day ready to take the day by storm, whether it has to do with your business or being a mom or a wife or whatever. You have a positive, open mindset and willing to grow and learn and just be awesome, okay? And please know, like I said, I'm always here for you guys. If you need me to be that person to lift you up when you're down, I will be that person, okay? Because I legit last night had an aha moment in my business, and I'm like, this is my purpose. Like, that's why I was on the call. Like, I needed my leaders. I needed to get on that call with them last night to remind me of where I need to be. And this is where I need to be in my business, because I was going through a funk myself. And that was when I was like, you know what? Like, everything's going to be okay. Like, this is why I'm here, and it's going to be fine. And 2018 is going to be amazing, you guys. I hope you're ready, because I want to be there with you to watch you soar, okay? I seriously love you guys. Let's stop with the negativity. Let's stop with the, you know, I mean, it's okay to feel like that, don't get me wrong, but like, really, I want to hear all positive things right now. I want to hear if you guys are ready to take 2018 by storm, because I know I am, all right? I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.